Your story, Naomi, was particularly traumatic because, as you mentioned, you learned you were going through menopause at 36, and it coincided with you trying to have a family.
Mm-hmm.
So that was sort of a double whammy for you,
Mm.
wasn't it?
Mm.
Talk
Yeah.
about that period of your life and what you experienced when you learned that.
Yeah, it was shocking and lonely and scary. And I knew I really wanted to be a mother. And I went into all kinds of panic. I, I wasn't a candidate for IVF. I tried Clomid, I tried IUIs. Um,
I felt so for you as you were talking about this journey.
Yeah, and there was a lot of shame that came up with it. Like, if I didn't have my fertility, I didn't have my worth or something, which is absurd. There are lots of ways to become a mother, but I just was self-loathing, flagellating, all of it. I felt terrible about myself. And I felt like it was me that had caused it. I had ruined my body. It was really terrible. I eventually found this fantastic book because I had what's called a high FSH level, follicle stimulating hormone. And this book became my savior. Again, why I wanted a book, because I would read that book secretly. I would hide that book. It was called Inconceivable by Julia Indichova, and she also had a high FSH level, and she went through different ways of how to create a lower level. And for whatever reason, whether it was the book, I also was trying Chinese herbs. I went to China. There's a funny story
I know, with
in
the
there.
translator and the
Yes,
doctor and
yes,
it,
yes. I
yeah.
happened to be filming there, and I found my way to a herbalist. So, I don't ever want to presume to, push any of these ideas on anyone. What works for you? I mean, if I had been told, just cut the toenails off your dog and eat them, I would have. I would have. I wanted a baby so badly, and nothing was working for me, and it created such depression in me and a sense of failure. But it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have.